Welcome, Sab Minute. The story of the Heuer and Tag Heuer Carrera is one of the most fascinating journeys in the history of Swiss watchmaking. More than just a chronograph, the Carrera is an evergreen icon that has remained relevant for over 6 decades, constantly evolving while preserving the essence of its original design. Today, let's dive deep into the origins, transformations, and modern rebirth of this timeless watch. The origins of Heuer and the pre-Carrera era. The foundation for the Carrera was laid long before its debut. Eduard Heuer founded his company in 1860, specializing in precision timekeeping for sports and automobiles. By the 1950s and early 1960s, Heuer had already gained fame with dashboard timers and stopwatches, as well as early wrist chronographs that catered to racing drivers and enthusiasts. This environment set the stage for what would become one of the greatest chronographs ever created. The birth of the Carrera in 1963. The Carrera officially launched in 1963 under the leadership of Jack Heuer, the visionary who named the watch after the legendary Carrera Panamericana, one of the most dangerous road races in Mexico. The first model, the reference 2447, defined a new standard for chronographs: clean design, superb legibility, and a focus on function. The 36mm stainless steel case, large pushers for easy operation with driving gloves, and perfectly balanced dial with contrasting subdials made it an instant favorite among racers and collectors. Evolution through the 1960s and 1970s. Soon after, Heuer expanded the Carrera line with Dado models featuring a date complication. By 1969, the Carrera embraced one of the biggest revolutions in horology, the automatic chronograph movement. With the groundbreaking Caliber 11, part of the legendary Chronomatic project, Carrera models adopted new cushion-shaped C cases and bold design language. The 1970s brought daring styles with barrel-shaped cases, bright colors, and integrated tachometer scales, reflecting the experimental spirit of that era. The Quartz Crisis and the La Mania era. Like many Swiss brands, Heuer was hit hard by the Quartz Crisis of the late 1970s and early 1980s. The Carrera line shifted toward quartz models and experimented with new movements, including the rugged La Mania 5100. However, financial struggles forced the company to change ownership. In 1985, Tag acquired Heuer, giving birth to the modern name Tag Heuer. During this transitional phase, the Carrera actually disappeared from the catalog for several years. The Carrera revival in 1996. The Carrera returned triumphantly in 1996, marking the beginning of its modern renaissance. Tag Heuer reintroduced designs that paid homage to the original 1960s models, including 36mm hand-wound chronographs that captured the vintage spirit. These watches reminded collectors of the purity of Jack Heuer's vision, while paving the way for future innovations. The modern Carrera, from Heuer 01 to Heuer 02. In the 2000s and 2010s, Tag Heuer positioned the Carrera as its flagship chronograph collection. Bold and technical designs, skeletonized dials, ceramic bezels, and advanced movements such as the Heuer 01 and Heuer 02 expanded its reputation as a true modern tool watch. The Carrera evolved into a symbol of both heritage and innovation, equally at home on the wrist of a racing driver as it was in the boardroom. The 60th anniversary and the glass box era. In 2023, Tag Heuer celebrated the 60th anniversary of the Carrera with a series of stunning reeditions and modern interpretations. Among the highlights was the new Carrera glass box with a domed sapphire crystal, refined proportions, and the latest Caliber Heuer 02 automatic movement. This design manages to respect the past while offering a distinctly contemporary character, reaffirming the Carrera's status as one of the most versatile chronographs in existence. Why the Carrera remains evergreen. The Carrera's enduring success lies in its perfect balance of form and function. Its timeless Beethoven Panda dial design ensures timelessness, while its connection to motorsport adds an element of excitement and adrenaline. Each generation of the Carrera has adapted to new technologies and styles without losing sight of its core identity: clarity, elegance, and performance. It is a watch that transcends trends and continues to inspire both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts. Conclusion. From its origins in the golden age of racing, through the turbulence of the quartz crisis, to its triumphant revival and modern innovations, the Carrera is more than just a watch. It is a living legacy. Few chronographs can claim to have remained relevant for over 60 years, and the Tag Heuer Carrera stands tall among them. Which Carrera speaks to you more, the clean simplicity of the 1963 original, or the bold innovation of today's glass box models? Share your thoughts below because